This video is kindly brought to you by Squarespace, the all-in-one platform to create a beautiful online presence.
Hi, my name's Janelle and welcome back to Rosery Apparel. In this video, I'm going to be sharing how to make this beautiful, beginner-friendly Pride and Prejudice style dress. This year marks 250 years since Jane Austen's birth, and I have been really inspired by some of the more empire waistline dresses I've been seeing pop up on my Instagram feed lately. So I thought I would have a go at making a dress fit for a Jane Austen novel. This dress has been made literally from just 4 rectangles of fabric. It is super beginner friendly and easy, but it looks really impressive. I'm so proud of it. So without further ado, let's get into it and let me show you how to make this dreamy dress.
So first things first, we need to cut out the rectangles from our fabric. For the main body of the dress, you will need to cut out 2 rectangles that measure your bust measurement by however long you would like your dress to be. For my dress, I made the length 110 centimeters or approximately 43.5 inches. When measuring your bust measurement, be sure to measure it pretty tightly. Then mark out these measurements directly onto your fabric with a water erasable pen or some tailor's chalk, and then cut your rectangles out. For the sleeves, you will need to measure your shoulder from underarm to underarm, again quite tightly, and times this measurement by 2. And then cut out 2 rectangles that are the shoulder measurement by however long you would like your sleeves to be. For my sleeves, I made my rectangles 30 centimeters or 12 inches long. Again, mark out these measurements directly onto your fabric and then cut them out. Now I know pockets aren't necessarily historically accurate for a Jane Austen inspired dress, but if you would like to have pockets in your dress, you will also need to cut out 4 pocket pieces using my free pocket template that I'll have a link to down in the description below. Now to start sewing up this dress. Start by cutting the top corners of all 4 fabric rectangles using the following measurements so that your rectangles now look like this. Then overlock or zigzag stitch all of the raw edges of the fabric rectangles. Take the main dress rectangles and fold and press the top raw edge in by about 1 centimeter or half an inch twice. Then optionally, you can add some lace trim to the neckline of this dress, and to do this, cut a length of trim that is the same length as the top of the rectangle and place the trim along the top edge so that 1 centimeter or half an inch of it pops up above the rectangle and is visible from the right side. Stitch the folds of the fabric in place like this, stitching the lace trim in place at the same time. Next, take some 12mm wide bias binding, and I have a whole video on how to make your own if you would like to do the same, and place the binding along the back of the main dress rectangles approximately 18 centimeters or 7 inches from the top edge. Pin and stitch the binding in place like this. Next, take some thin elastic and measure it directly underneath and above your bust and cut out 2 pieces of each of these measurements. Using a safety pin, thread the above bust elastic into the top channel of the rectangle. Stitch the ends of the elastic in place with a zigzag stitch like this. Once the elastic is threaded through the channel, the fabric rectangle will gather up nicely like this. Then repeat this for the underbust elastic and channel. Once the elastic has been threaded into the channels, your fabric rectangles should now look like this. And before we get on to the next step, let's just take a quick break to talk about the sponsor of this video.
This video has been very kindly sponsored by Squarespace, the all-in-one platform to create a beautiful online presence and launch your passion project. Whether you'd like to start making and selling your own products, create a beautiful portfolio to showcase your work, write a blog, or simply create any website of any kind, you can design, build, and run your dream website all by yourself yourself with Squarespace. You simply select from their range of beautifully designed templates, and trust me when I tell you, each template is just as beautiful as the next. And once you've chosen a template, you can then change it up and customize it as much or as little as you like. You can change everything from the overall layout of the website to all of the fun things like the fonts and colors with just a few clicks, no knowledge or background needed in coding whatsoever. I have personally been using Squarespace to run the Rosery Apparel website and online store since 2016. I still can't believe we're coming up on 10 years since I started my website. I sell both physical and digital products on my website, and Squarespace make it so easy to keep track of orders coming through, and when it comes to shipping and fulfilling orders as well, it is so simply laid out and honestly does make running a website and a business so stress-free and easy. So if you'd like to create a website of your own, then I totally recommend you go and check out Squarespace using the link in the description below this video and take advantage of their free trial so you can test out just how easy it is to use for yourself. And when you're ready to launch your beautiful new website, head to squarespace.com/roseryapparel for 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Thank you so much Squarespace for sponsoring this video and for being such an incredible supporter of my channel.
Next, take the 4 pocket pieces that we cut out earlier and overlock or zigzag stitch the raw edges. Then with the right sides of the fabric together, pin the pockets onto the dress fabric rectangles approximately 5 cm or 2 inches from the underbust elastic channel. Stitch the pockets in place. Once the pockets are stitched and pressed out, your rectangles should look like this. Now it's time to start working on the sleeves. Repeat the same process for the top of the sleeves as we did for the top of the dress rectangles, and then also place a length of binding onto the wrong side of the sleeves approximately 20 cm or 8 inches from the top edge. From the elastic, cut 2 pieces that measure around your bicep and 2 pieces that measure around your shoulder from underarm to underarm. Thread the shoulder elastic into the top channel and the bicep elastic into the binding channel, again stitching the ends of the elastic in place with a zigzag stitch. Once the elastic has been threaded into the sleeves, they should gather up nicely and look a little something like this. Next, take one of the main dress rectangles and with right sides together, pin and stitch the sleeves to the dress rectangle along the cut out corner angles like this. Then again with right sides together, stitch the other dress rectangle onto the other sides of the sleeves. Then once all the rectangles have been stitched together, flip the dress onto itself with the right sides of the fabric facing and pin and stitch the sides together, making sure to stitch around the pockets as you sew like this. Then lastly, all that's left to do is hem the bottom of the sleeves and the bottom edge of the dress. And your adorable Pride and Prejudice inspired dress is complete. So how does this finished dress look?
So I hope you enjoyed this video and found it helpful and are now inspired to have a go at making a Jane Austen Pride and Prejudice style dress for yourself. If you do have a go at making this dress, then I of course would love to see it. So be sure to tag me at Rosery Apparel when you share your photos on your socials so I can see them. And if you enjoyed this video, it would really mean a lot to me if you could give it a like, and be sure to subscribe to my channel for more sewing type videos and sewing tutorials just like this one. Thank you so much for watching this video until the very end, and I'll see you in the next one.